Hey guys, I'm going to be checking out today Great War at Sea, Pacific Crossroads. This is supposed to be an introductory game for the Great War at Sea system, though it's no longer in production and according to the publisher, it's not actually that good. But I think it's excellent for a beginner, not much stuff, pretty cheap, depending on where you can find it. Let's see what's in this. You can see this does not take place in World War II, as you might think. It is, well, it's a Great War at Sea system, so it wouldn't. This takes place in the Plan Orange setting, which is basically U.S. naval warplanes to fight the Japanese in the early 20s after World War I. This game time, about 30 minutes to many hours. 2 players, 32 miles of sea zone. Stuff like that. One of the things I like about the system is that it's easy to learn, easy to play, and it covers, and it's historically accurate. Let's open this up. First thing we have here is series rules. Every game in the Great War at Sea series comes with a booklet with the series rules. You need this to play. It comes with all the rules, introductions, components. Nice little thing in case you don't know what the ship types are. I'm going to talk about all the missions for operational and tactical combat. Well, I'm going to give you a few examples. Back here is the damage tables. And a counter key, along with a bunch of other stuff that'll help you play. Though you can find stuff online that comes with all of this, so you don't have to flip through 20 pages of a rulebook. This is the game-specific rulebook, as I like to call it. This comes with game-specific rules, optional rules, along with some specific rules like American methods, Colliers and Oilers, stuff like that. And then we got scenarios. These games usually come with two types of, well, not usually. These games come with 2 types of scenarios. Here's the battle scenarios, which are basically you set up the tactical map, which I'll talk about later. Here, the counters, and you just play a small battle with small or big. With the ships listed here. For example, fast cruisers, you get a bunch of fast ships from the Central Powers, Japanese and Allied American, in this case, forces, along with special rules and victory conditions. Sink at least 1 enemy cruiser and score more VPs. Later in here are operational scenarios. These take place on the operational map, where you can take control of fleets, plot movements, and then fight many tactical battles while trying to achieve your objectives. Do Guam and Beyond is the first one here. Have a few American forces divided into fleets. It's along with things listing off the ports, and other special rules and victory conditions. These games usually come with a bunch of each. There's also a few more books listed here. Actually, all of these except Zeppelins are out of production now, which is sad, but you can probably find them on eBay or some other website. This also has the ship ship stats. Now, what are the ship stats? Ship stats tell you what the ships are. They usually come and tell you the type of the ship. In this case, we're going to be using this one, BB-32. This is the Wyoming. In parentheses, this is how many. Let me get this closer to the camera. Except it's not going to focus, so that's always fun. 65 victory points in parentheses. Primary is the list of primary factors. That's how many dice you roll. Along with tertiary and secondary, if the ship has that, like these, like the New Mexico and Mississippi. You also have torpedoes. In this case, only 1 torpedo. A speed of 1, which speed doesn't really determine much except at what order they move in battles. Hulls refers to how many hull points. You lose all hull points. It's obvious. Ship sinks. And fuel is how much fuel you have. That only matters in operational games, and you always have to refuel. American ships are special in that they take up fuel in ports because they actually provide amenities to their sailors. Now, what I believe I read before was that white is oil-fired ships and black, or grayed in, is coal-fired. These are important because only oilers can only fuel oil-powered ships, and coilers can only fuel coal power. Now, this lists several things. The U.S. capital ships, gunboats, and auxiliaries, and multiple ship warships. It also lists the Japanese on here. Along with this, it lists what kind of armor types are on each thing. For example, the primaries for the Wyoming have heavy armor. This can only be penetrated with primary weapons. The diagonal boxes here are light armor. They can only be penetrated. They can be penetrated with secondaries, and no armor. And tertiaries can only penetrate no armor sections. Those are usually mounted on smaller ships. Here are the counters. Counters aren't that many of them. This is an introductory game, but they're nice counters. I'll put that up there for you. Hopefully it'll decide to focus. No, of course not. This is all the capital ships. This game system is unique in that it has long ship counters, which are basically 1/2 inch by 1 inch, 1/2 inch high, 1 inch wide. Comes with a bunch of battleships, battle cruisers, armored cruisers, and scout cruisers. Same with the Japanese. Even on the back are ship silhouettes. This is important for tactical combat. This one here comes with the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch counters. These signify transports, fleets, signified with American and Japanese markings. This signifies rain, and it also has multi-ship counters or a single ship in the case of the gunboats. Multi-ship counters are obviously represent multiple ships of a certain type, and they are not named. This right here is the tactical map. The tactical map is the same across all the systems. It's a large grid. You set up on the grid according to scenario rules or where you come in from. This is where battles are played out. Right here is the weather track. Heck, you basically roll to see what the weather is. This game also comes with a few dice. This might be one of my dice, actually. Comes with dice in case you don't have any. You should probably get more than this. A lot of D6s, because a lot of the games for Great War at Sea and Second World War at Sea do not come with dice. That's actually a decent roll. Why don't I roll like this in the game? And this is the tactical map. These are heavy cardstock maps. I'm gonna try and set them up and get that out of here. Man, I am terrible at this. Where do these even go? I see. This is the entirety of the tactical map. Lots of open space, along with that signifying ports in American and Japanese, along with Australian stuff. I'm pretty sure this map was used for Warplan Scarlet, and then the extras will just move over to Pacific Crossroads. Very nice map. I like this stuff. The maps are different. They can be paper. They can be heavy cardstock like these. Set these out here. Now this is just an introduction to contents of Pacific Crossroads. If you look interested in ordering this, I will be playing a sample, Solitaire, unless I can get somebody here, maybe my dad. I'll be playing Solitaire operational and battle scenarios just to show you how the rules work and how you actually do it, in case you want to get into the series or you're looking for another person's opinion on how the rules go. Well, anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you have a recommendation or you want to tell me something that I missed, please leave it down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Oh my god, I'm sounding like a normal YouTuber. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video when I show you how to do a tactical battle. That's where the fun begins.